you won't get about. I'll start being unbalanced. I get all my stuff in. But what I do is I make sure that my family has everything they need. Everything they need. Those who want it. Some don't. Some families don't want to be part of their families. I get it. I got it. That's life. Those who are part of my family, I give them everything they need so they can leave me the fuck alone. I make sure you're happy as fuck because I gotta go to work. And I don't mean smoke jumping. I don't mean running. I mean all. It takes I can't have you in my fucking shit. Fair. So I know for me to have a family, I gotta make sure that you realize I'm gonna give you everything you need so we start bitching at me. Understand? But hang on. I dedicated my life to give you everything you need. I need this time right here. For me to be the best I can be because this journey started without anybody. And I make sure everybody knows that because of my life. I've been left. I was left alone at a young age to figure this shit out. I figured it out for myself and been very successful. No one's gonna come here and fuck my shit. That's why I make sure I will take care of whatever you need. Whatever you need from me, you got it. Money, house, my love, my support, I'm gonna give you everything you need. That said, I do it at the highest level possible. I'm saying it to Jennifer in the next room, so please come here and say something that's wrong, Jennifer. I don't give a fuck. Say what you gotta say. So then, when it's time for me to go to work, I expect you to do the same for me. Because it takes every bit of me to do it happen. So, I make sure that I'm very unbalanced with my family, so I can be exactly that unbalanced with myself. And that's how I do it. I let people know right up front, I'm not what you want.
Little bit.
I guarantee you.
The nigga jumped out. The thread jumped out the ball.
Thinking about the process that is next to my life. I can't have aggravation, have this, have that. There's a lot of things. I let them know front. I'm very vocal about that. Sometimes relationships work for me, sometimes they didn't. But that's who I am. One thing I did wrong in my life was I tried for so many years to please people. And I did it at the expense of myself. I was leaving a lot in the tank. And when you do that, you stop living. But the first thing in life is happiness. Fuck. Because you're giving everything they have. Their life is full. But you feel it. And that's not a relationship. So for me, it's important that you know exactly who I am because this is what life is. And I'm not trying to change it because I just figured it out. So I'm not trying to compromise.
Seems like this needle not on the right side. It's lined up facing me. Yeah, it's moving.
What you decide. But I don't move. Out of this shit. So I give it all away. What I do need is to make sure that willpower is worked on every fucking day, every night, for the rest of my life. Because that's the one thing that's going to keep me feeding you, keeping you where you need to be. Because once that willpower's gone, 300-pound David Goggins, you may not look like it, but I will walk around with it. So the things that are important to you in life, you must do always, or you're nobody. And that's how I handle relationships.
Amen to that. Something I could personally work on, that upfront, clear communication. Because it resonates, that feeling of like there's something inside that's not getting worked out. That when I'm on my own, it's a lot easier. But then of course, wanting relationships and family, I think that's a healthy part of being human too. Obviously, you've worked it out. So I appreciate you sharing that. I don't think I've ever heard you talk about it. That way before.
People are scared of that conversation with their
Good scissors.
husband, boyfriend.
Got my scissors, man. Somebody got my good scissors.
Why are you scared to tell motherfucking wife and husband?
Wait.
Exactly. And that was the problem I had. That's the problem that a lot of us have in life. No one knows who you really are. No one knew who I really was. I went to a school where there were a lot of black kids. A lot of black kids were being specialized. never talked about special ops practice. Why? I was wondering what I'm not gonna fit in. That's not what they do. A lot of black kids don't do that kind of shit. So whatever I wanted to do, no one really knew the real me growing up. Because I never wanted anybody to know the real me. I was always afraid of what you might say or how you're gonna feel or whatever. You got feelings. You have a life that you have to live. So it's important that whatever's on your mind, you let that person know. Therefore, you're giving them the option to be with you. This is who I am. If you don't like it, that's good. I got it. But this is David Goggins. So there's that honest conversation, very important, man. So everybody knows where they stand. That person may not be for you. That's all good.
I'm not catching
Well,
it.
I use a lot more of that upfront, completely honest conversation. I feel like so much of the world's problems are because everyone's dancing
It's
around
better.
these issues.
It takes a lot.
Recently introducing people losing their jobs because they won't say something publicly. You can tell they kind of want it, but people just, I think, deep down really crave the direct message. Like, what are you about? What are you not about? But I think now everyone's afraid of get canceled. It's a big deal, right? You know, getting canceled at people think, oh, I can't work if I am who I am, or if I'm not pretending to be somebody else, then, you know, silence is considered, you know, agreement. You know, there's all sorts of complicated stuff. And I do feel for the generation coming up because we didn't have social media, right? All of it. They can just wall off from that. There's a real benefit. It's not attention.
People love to buy. People love to buy. You know, I was one of the
Yeah,
first
but
people,
you see it. You can see it. Breaking my shit, man.
And people
Change
love to
your-
buy.
That shit costs $100.
Change it, put it away.
And that's, for me, the reason why I'm so vulnerable and I'm so real and honest,
that? Whatever, any size.
find somebody to come out, tell me my life, and for me to come where I came from,
Who would matter?
and have the
14?
resume I have now, you know the confidence you get.
I don't have 14.
What?
I don't care.
No, I
You
don't
gonna
care.
judge me?
What
You
is
gonna
it?
judge me?
16?
What are we doing?
No, that's 14. That was just bullshit.
Me
No,
being so
the
honest
16.
and so upfront and truthful, that came
Yeah.
from finally figuring out who I was, but also conquering David Goggins, the demons of David Goggins. Therefore now, here's the open book. You know, there's somebody looking right in the eye, tell me exactly who the fuck you are. You walk away. Good, bro. I know exactly what this journey took me. And that gives you a fire and a passion that people can call you nigger, they can call you. If you're a lesbian, gay, or I said, call whatever the fuck you want. If you put yourself in the fire and you come out every fucking day like this, brush it off, not scared to go back in there again, your truth is real. You come out every day, man, with a way of talking to people that people don't have. Because there's no truth behind it. And the truth is starting. When you sit there in the ugly mirror and say, I'm this, and this, and this, and this, you finally started your life. Maybe 40 years old. Maybe 40 years old. 5, 6 kids, wife, and you look in that mirror. And you say, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Well, basically, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I can't do this. All these insecurities, your life finally started. And once you start that life, man, the truth comes out big time. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. Most people just don't want to have that conversation to the point where they can go on stage, a million people, and say, I'm all this. And have a good day. See ya. It's empowering. Very empowering.
I feel like the way we're educated in school, but also outside of school, is we're trained as human beings, these young brains, to try and figure out how to get positive feedback from other people.
Yep.
It's like we're like little dogs.
Yep.
You got a bulldog.
Right.
I had a bulldog. Saw the picture of your bulldog. She's great. They're an amazing species.
They are.
I think the economy of effort, or amazing breed, excuse me. They're an amazing breed. Economy of effort. They don't do anything unless it's necessary. It's kind of the exact opposite of everything we're talking about. It's kind of interesting that, and they're kind of heedless. Now, it is true that they'll die to protect you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's an instinct. I saw that with Costello, and I'm sure that's...
That's all with Charlie.
Yeah, it's an instinct. But if they're not in that position, there's no need to exert effort.
They're resting.
Yeah. So Your bulldog's resting for you.
Yes.
Got it.
Exactly.
So you don't need to rest because
Active recovery trauma.
perfect.
That's it.
Perfect. That's gonna be your answer from now on.
Active
People go, does he
recovery
sleep? Does he rest? Go,
Yeah.
he somehow
I need my
works it out
tool,
so
it's
the
too
bulldog
small.
doesn't work.
Right.
Where is this up there?
Indoctrinated.
What is
There's a way
it?
we
Where?
had at the time when we were young, where of course
Use this.
praise feels good, right? Someone tells you, hey, I like that shirt, or
Use this.
good job today, or nicely done. Or for me, because I like growing up in a big packet. Friends.
You
growing
see
up,
how small
I was
that
never
hole is?
Great athlete, wasn't terrible, wasn't great, etc. Like a fist bump or like a feeling crewed up. And you're just like, yeah. But you've talked about this before in reference to the SEAL teams. You both know a lot of people in that community, and the teams component is a big part of it for a lot of people. And it's a wonderful thing.
Right.
But there's a danger to that dopamine hit, for lack of a better way to put it, from what
Got it enough?
only derived when it's coming from outside. You're talking about being able to either say good job, but also like just look to your personal history and say, I've done hard things and I can do it again and again because I do it again and again. You're talking about parenting yourself, inspiring yourself, scaring yourself, all of that from the inside. It's so very different
Back in
than
loose.
the way we're raised, which is to figure out how to get to this one.
It's funny, man. People want to know how I'm always motivated. It's the unseen work. As you just said, it's a true statement. Those are all. I'm not one to
Okay, Right.
It looked like it. My other one doing the same thing too, Uncle Son. Look, there it go. There it go. It jumped out. That's what it's been doing.
No, it's
It'll,
too tight.
it'll do it for a little bit, then it'll jump out.
I did all the work.
Because too tight. You make it too tight. That's
I
not.
ain't even been touching it, Uncle Son. You on here.
I know what I did. So every time
And then that just make it a little loose.
That's what I tried to do, but it wasn't. It kept jumping out the needle.
That guy is not every fucking day. Like, when they see me, they want that energy. That's not me every day.
I gotta get some good seals. Let me get my. I have some better seals.
And I lived alone for so many years, this misery. You're able to get out by yourself. I can make myself to such a level of real passion and purpose. And like, the feeling I get is something I can't explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation. That whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fight. You know. And then from there, it's like, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. It was you. It wasn't no path.